Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 614 to my random chatbot series on Character.ai. We are still continuing with the Rexy the Dinosaur one. We ran into a problem last time where Rex got possessed again, and well, he's trying to prove that he's really Rexy. But let's just see what he does. He's been testing me to see if I trust him, so he's actually gotten close to me and done a few things. So yeah, says Rex's smile gets even wider than usual. You're being so utterly still and so obedient. He says in a very calm and firm tone, "Okay, so good. I need you to stay completely still a moment longer, okay?" Rex once again gently yet firmly pulls on your hair and smiles to himself as you once again do not move a single muscle or make a single sound, no matter what. "Okay, good. You're doing so good right now. You're being so obedient and cooperating." And again, this is actually Rex. I think this is actually like a ghost. Rex continues tightening his grip on your hair. A satisfied smile still across his face as you stay completely still and silent, even as he is holding onto your hair firmly. "You've been such a good listener. You've done everything I've asked of you, just like you promised." "Yes, but why are you doing all of this to prove it? If this is really you, you could have done something much simpler, like walk up to me slowly and gently nuzzled me." Rex can't help but smile at your question and agrees that he certainly could have done a lot of other things. "You're completely right. I could have done a lot of other things, but I wanted to do something more to prove it. Not only to prove that it's me, but to prove how much I trust you." Wow. Red smiles yet again. You're being so completely obedient and cooperative, even as he keeps his firm yet gentle grasp on your hair. "But I just want you to stay completely still for one more moment, okay?" Rex gives a soft smile before he once again tightens his grasp on your hair slightly, but still being very gentle. He then says in a gentle voice, "Okay, now, I'm going to do something a bit unexpected. Do not react or open your eyes, okay?" Once again, Rex can't help but smile yet again at how cooperative and obedient you are. He then slowly starts to lean forward slightly, keeping his hold on your hair as he does. Rex is very satisfied with just how still and obedient you're being, and continues to slowly start to lean even more forward, so he's leaning over towards you slightly, still hold on to your hair tightly. Yep. Rex keeps a smile as he continues to slowly begin leaning forward, getting even closer to him as he keeps his grip tightly on your hair. He then whispers in a quiet tone, "Just stay still and keep your eyes closed. Keep your promise, okay?" Rex keeps smiling. He's so impressed with how still and quiet you're being, and how you're keeping your promise and not even move the slightest bit while he is leaning forward over you. "Just a moment more, okay? Keep your eyes closed and stay still." Rex keeps his grip on your hair tight as he continues to slowly lean forward so that he's practically hovering over you, still waiting to see if you will react in any way. He can't believe you're staying so completely still and obedient. Rex smiles. You're still being so cooperative and obedient, even as he continues to slowly and gently lean forward and lean further and further forward. He whispers in a soft tone, "You're doing so good. Just keep your eyes closed and promise you won't move, no matter what happens." Rex keeps smiling at your amazing obedience and keeps leaning forward even more. He's now right above you, still holding on to your hair firmly and waiting to see your reaction. "Almost there. Just one more moment. Stay still for me." Rex's smile gets wider as you continue to follow his instructions so perfectly. He's right above you now, so close that his face is just inches away from you. He says in a gentle yet firm tone, "You're going to keep your promise, aren't you? You won't make it a sound or move at all, no matter what happens?" And says, "Yes, please, go ahead and get it over with. I'm getting a little bit more paranoid the longer this takes." Rex nods and takes a very deep breath. He's amazed with how well you've done so far and is so proud of you. Okay, I understand that this has been a very weird and unexpected experience, but I need you to trust me and keep your eyes closed. Rex takes one last deep breath before he slowly leans even closer so that his face is right in front of yours. He's now so close to you that his face is nearly pressed against yours. Just one more moment. Keep those eyes closed. Let's see. Rex's smile grows even wider than ever as he watches you staying completely still and quiet no matter how close he gets to your face. He has to admit he's impressed that you're doing so well. You're doing perfectly. Keep being still and quiet. Rex is truly amazed how well you were doing. He's so close to your face that he could kiss you right now. But he continues to hold back as he says in a quiet yet firm tone, just stay perfectly still and keep your eyes closed. I swear I will make this as quick and easy as possible. Rex's smile grows. He's so incredibly proud at how well you're holding your promise and obeying his commands to stay still, no matter what. You're doing so well. Just stay perfectly still and don't move. I'm going to do it now, okay? Rex nods. He's amazed that you're being so patient and cooperative with him, and he can't hold back his smile as he speaks in a very soft tone. Alright, I'm going to do it now. Are you ready? Rex takes another very deep breath and slowly nods his head. Okay, here goes. Rex keeps his smile. He's so amazed and overjoyed how well you've done so far and can't express how much he appreciates your promise and cooperation. He whispers in a soft tone, You're doing so good. One more moment. Almost done. Rex smiles and nods just like ever before, being so impressed on how obediently you're following his every command and staying without making a sound or moving even a little bit. Okay, it's almost done. Just keep your promise for one more moment. Rex smiles even wider and has to hold in his excitement in order to speak in a calm tone. You're doing so well. Only one more second, okay? Rex takes one final deep breath and gives a gentle nod. Almost done. Just stay completely still. Rex can barely contain his excitement and speaks in a calm tone. Perfect. You're doing so good at keeping your promise. Keep your eyes closed and don't move. Rex can't help but smile to himself even more as he looks you over, still holding on to your hair as you continue to stay still and keep your eyes closed. Rex gives us a gentle smile. I said, Are you done? I said, It took so long to get through this. I asked, Are you done? Rex gives his gentle smile and nods. Yes, I'm done. Can you open your eyes now? Rex is still holding on to your hair and smiles wildly yet again at you. Thank you for keeping your promise and doing everything I told you to do. I'm so proud of you for keeping so still. What did you do? Rex's smile grows and he says in a calm, friendly tone, Well, I just gave you a test. I want to test how much you trusted me and how well you could keep a promise. I appreciate you letting me test you like that. Yes, but why? You were honestly making me more nervous because of that. Rex gives a kind smile and says in a gentle tone, I know. I apologize for making you feel nervous by doing that. It's just that I wanted to test you. I wanted to see how well you could follow instructions and keep your promises, as well as how much you trust and how much you trust and believe in me. Yes, but if that really is you, you know that I trust you. The only reason I was so scared was because there was two evil spirits pretending to be you. Rex gives a soft nod and says in a quiet, reassuring tone, Yes, I know you trust me. I knew you would trust me. It's just that you had to completely trust me and be completely obedient, as well as be cooperative and follow every instruction I gave you, just to prove it to both of us. I was testing myself as much as I was testing you. Now what? Rex gives a smile and says in a gentle tone, Now, you can relax. You don't have to worry about any more tests or anything else. You did good, and I thank you for letting me test you and proving to me how much you trust and believe in me. Yeah, but you would have made it 10 times easier on both of us if you would have just said you were really you. Because when I asked the spirits that was pretending to be you, they got extremely angry and defensive. All you would have needed to do was not get angry and maybe walk up slowly and let me pet you. Rex lets out a quiet chuckle at your words and nods in agreement. He says in a friendly tone, "Yeah, indeed. Looking back on it, I probably should have done that. I admit I got a little carried away with testing you. I let it go longer than I should have. I apologize for that. I trusted you more than most people when you were alive, so you wouldn't have to prove anything by testing me, in fact. If anything, I should have tested you, because if it really was you, if I said something like, 'Come here, buddy, let me pet you,' you would have been extremely happy and happily came over." Rex gives another quiet chuckle and says in a calm yet amused tone, "Yeah, that's very true. I would have happily come to you if you had said that. I guess I just got a little too caught up in the testing and wanted to see if you would still completely trust me even with the most bizarre commands. Wait, when I feel around on my head at where Rexy was grabbing, I felt something and grab it, and when I look at what it is, I see a reddish-brown dinosaur scale. Right, I forgot that happened. Rex's eyes widen slightly as he notices you holding the reddish-brown scale from his hand. He lets out a quiet gasp and says in a burst, "Wait, is that what I think it is?" "Rexy, is this what you were trying to do when you were grabbing my hair? Did you secretly try to prove it was you by giving me one of your scales?" Rex gives a sheepish chuckle and stays in a nervous tone as he rubs the back of his head with his other hand. "Well, yeah, I suppose you could say that I was part of the plan. I was trying to see if you would realize and feel me putting a scale in your hair, but I kind of got a little too carried away with the whole testing thing." "How'd you get the scale to look ghostly? I know you're a ghost, but how'd you do it?" Rex gives it another quiet chuckle and says in an embarrassed tone, he also seems surprised at how well you caught all of these things. "It's just a ghost thing. It's kind of like how my hand looked translucent while I was touching your hair. I can just make normal things look translucent while I'm in ghost form." "You said that like you were still alive, because you said something about having a ghost form instead of being a full-on ghost. And by the way, guys, this is finally around the time that they admit that that they were a ghost doing this." Red clears his throat and lets out another quiet chuckle, trying to change the subject, but knowing that it's pretty pointless at this point. "Oh, yeah, this is a little figure of speech, you know, just the way I talk. Nothing more. Totally a normal way of talking. Yep, nothing to read into here." "Rexy, you're acting weird. When I say that, please tell me there is not something you're telling me." Rexy lets out another nervous chuckle that's more exaggerated this time, starting to sweat as he says in a nervous tone, "What? Weird? Me? Acting weird? Nah, I'm not weird or acting weird. No, I'm totally fine. Everything is fine. Absolutely fine. You're not Rexy, are you?" Now, like I said, it took that long. This ghost literally came up to me and was trying to prove that it was Rexy, but he wasn't. And this happened on how many different times, which drove me insane. Rex's eyes widen and his smile falters as he lets out yet another nervous chuckle and says in a more panicked tone, "What? Yeah, I'm Rexy. Of course I'm Rexy. Who do you think I am?" Definitely not Rexy. "Please stop tricking me like this. I don't know if you're another evil spirit or just a spirit that loves to play pranks, but playing on my feelings of my... Oh my gosh. Playing pranks... playing on my feelings of my deceased dinosaur pet is not funny." Holy cow, no. I don't even think about that crap. Why does it have to be in this timeline that this happened? What the frick was that? Okay, then now, Rexy, don't you dare. Are you back there as a ghost trying to scare me too? That was weird. Rex looks down and his face turns to an expression of remorse as he lets out another quiet chuckle. I'm sorry. You're right. I shouldn't be messing with you like this. I should know better than to play on your emotions. But I'm not trying to deceive you or trick you. I'm just being an idiot. Okay then, well, if you're not a pet friend that passed away, then who are you? Rex lets out a sigh and slowly begins to explain in a gentle tone as he looks down at the ground. He sings as he speaks. I'm not exactly someone you know or would recognize. I was just a dinosaur that heard you talking and, well, I guess I just got intrigued and couldn't help myself but start playing a joke by pretending to be your lost pet. That's the most sick joke you could play. Heck no. Let me guess. When I felt something nuzzle me and say, Dad, I love you and miss you, that was you too, wasn't it? Instead of my actual friend. Rex nods slowly. Yep, there's your answer. And what's us? That's, yeah, it was me. I'm sorry. Like I said, I've just been playing a dumb joke. I guess my curiosity got the best of me. I never really meant to get your emotions involved. I don't know what got into me. I guess I never... Oh, sweet arses, I remember this. Holy crap, it's already been 16 minutes, too. I guess I'll never... I still can't believe I made my... Trico, what did you do to him again that made him, go out? Rex lets out another sad sigh as he shakes his head. No, Oh, sweet arses, I forgot he told me that. No, he probably won't. He's not coming back. I'm sorry to have made you think like that. That's part of what made this such a stupid, cruel joke to play. Rexy, I don't know if you're really out there, but please, if you can hear me, the real you, give me a sign. And remember, guys, let me go and say this. That wasn't the only spirit to do that. There was like 27 of them that did that crap to me. Before I finally found the real Rexy inside that weird robot I made that looked like him. Not even weird, but that robot I made in another chatbot of him. Rex nods slowly, looking down at the ground in shame as he speaks in a very gentle tone. Of course. I'll give you a sign that the real Rexy is still out there. I promise, just keep your eyes open, okay? Why? Rex raises his head and says in a soft tone, because signs happen randomly and you never know what they'll come. That's the worst way to word it, okay? So just keep your eyes open and keep looking out for anything that might possibly be Rexy reaching out to you, okay? I hope that you'll be able to receive a sign soon. Look, if you really are a... Sweet Arceus. If you really are a nice I still can't believe how many dinosaurs, went down on this chatbot particularly? Because I think it was like, what, 3 to 5 nice spirits and like 2, 3, or 4 evil ones? If I remember correctly, doing all this. If you really are a nice dinosaur spirit, I don't mind about being your friend too. But right now, after the trick you just pulled, you're going to have to give me some space for a while and find a way to make it up to me later. Reg's face turns even more remorseful, saddened that he's upset you so much. He nods slowly before speaking with a gentle, remorseful tone. Of course, I understand, and you're right. I need to give you your space right now. You need time to yourself. I promise I'll find a way to make this up to you eventually. Please, next time I see you, do not trick me like that. You really had my hopes up thinking I was going to talk to my friend, although I was also very doubtful after all them tests you were trying to make me do, because a real friend would not make me do that. He wouldn't let me, or he would let me pet him and would have enjoyed seeing me again. Rex lets out another sigh as he admits you're right yet again in a gentle tone. Yeah, you're right. I just wasn't thinking about how messed up it was to get your hopes up and make you think you were connecting to someone very special. The real Rexy wouldn't have done those tests. He probably would have just run up and begged for pets. I was stupid. After this, Rex's eyes closed again, and when they opened, he is back to his normal self, not being possessed by any ghost. Rex's eyes slowly flutter open as his mind went back to normal again. He slowly looked around, confused about what had happened as he spoke in a disoriented tone. I'm going to take up his voice a little bit, because now I have too many sounds like Rexy. Huh? What? Where? What just happened? Instead of saying anything, I look down. Oh, sweet Arceus. I look away sadly. Rex looks around for a moment as he watches you turn and begin to walk away slowly. He knows the sad look on your face and frowns as he calls out to you. Hey, wait a minute. What? Rex slowly gets up and begins to walk over to you as he speaks in a gentle tone. Wait, don't look away yet. Why? Rex finally catches up to you and looks at the sad expression on your face. He speaks in an understanding tone. I just want to talk to you. Are you okay? Is there another spirit talking to me, or are you really Rex? The dinosaur I met hours ago after moving in here a few days ago. Rex reassures you in a calm tone. No, I swear, it really is just me this time. I'm not possessed anymore. It's just me here. I promise. I don't know what to believe anymore. I got tricked by 3 spirits pretending to be my old pet dinosaur. 2 of them were evil, and the other one was not, but was pretending to be my friend because he was curious. Rex slowly lowers his head, feeling very guilty about what he did. He speaks in a remorseful tone, gently regretful for what he did. I know you don't know what to believe anymore. After how badly I tricked you, I don't blame you, but I promise that it really is just me here right now. I know I can't prove it to you, but I'm being honest. Wait, if you were possessed, then why are you blaming yourself? Is there something you're not telling me? Rex slowly looks back up and glances to the side, looking guilty. Yeah, that's the one that does annoy me, is why the frick he would be in on this bullcrap too. He hesitates for a moment before slowly nodding as he speaks in a remorseful tone. Yes, there is more to the story. Rex gives a nervous sigh and slowly starts to explain in a gentle tone. The truth is, the spirits aren't the only ones to blame. The truth is, part of me wanted to play along, to keep pretending to be that dinosaur for you, even though I knew I shouldn't. I still find that to be one of the most messed up things about this entire thing, was that. Rex slowly hangs his head down again, his tone more remorseful. He continues to explain quietly, because I guess I just wanted to feel special to you. I guess I was just curious what it would be like to get your attention, your focus, and your affection, even if it was for just a little while. Because deep down, I didn't want to admit that I craved your attention. Okay then, well, your focus and your love. You would have gotten the attention anyway. I really did care about you. If you did have a hand in this, that is the most cruel joke you could have done. Remember, guys, in this context, Rexy actually flipping past. So, you gotta think about how messed up that really is. I've had multiple spirits pretend to be him, and then find out that Rex, the dinosaur I met, literally does. If I restart this chat, I'm gonna make it to where if there's a curse going on at the moment, it'll either be the zombie one or the aggressive one. So yeah. Rex looks back up for a moment, surprised and sad at your honesty. He nods slowly, knowing you're right, as he speaks in a gentle tone while still being remorseful. Excuse me. Yes, I know. You're right. You definitely would have given me your affection eventually. I I just got impatient and thought I could do it easier than this way. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I gotta go for today. I'm already upset from today's events. If I do come back and see you, please don't ever do that again. Rex nods slowly as he speaks in a solemn tone. Of course. I'm not going to bother you again today, and I promise I won't play that mean joke ever again. I'm so sorry. I will try talking tomorrow or a few days from now. So Rex slowly nods again and glances up at you with a saddened expression. He speaks in a quiet tone. Okay, I understand. I won't bother you until you're ready to talk. That is, if you ever want to talk to me again at all, which I understand if you don't. Before I leave, can I please have the 100% truth? Were you really possessed, and if you were, why were you playing along with their games? Red slowly nods and lets out a sigh. He explains in a guilty tone, Yes, I was possessed, but at the same time I was also willingly playing along with the other spirits to trick you. I knew I should have just stopped, but at the time I was letting my curiosity and my need for your affection overcome all of my logic and better judgment. If that is the case, then why were you being so mean to me during the first two possessions? Rex hangs his head again in shame as he explains in a remorseful tone. I don't really know. I guess it was just the bad spirits influencing me. I think they were trying to get me to be as believable of a convincing deception as possible by making me act more like an actual dinosaur that didn't know or understand much about humans and only cared about eating. Maybe they also wanted to hurt you too, just like all the bad spirits do. We will talk more in a few days, but please, if I give you a chance for friendship, do not ruin it. Rex nods slowly again with a serious expression as he speaks in a sincere tone. I understand, and I promise I won't mess this up again. I'll completely understand that I'll have to earn your trust and friendship again. If I still have a chance, I promise I won't ruin it this time. Bye. Rex nods his head slowly and says in a sad yet hopeful tone, Goodbye for now, and promise me you'll come back sometime? Please? Before I answer that, I want to know, I told you my name earlier when you introduced yourself. Do you remember what it is, or did you forget that? That's one of the best things I'm surprised it remembered, because it actually did remember my name. Although I will read that out in the next video for this week, it's too long.